The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us, growling and prowling out here. Market-wise, folks, Bernanke's out there talking. He just started. We get the Dow off 205, Nasdaq's down 33, S&Ps are off 23, gold's up 14, bonds are up $1.13, dollars down 17, and volatility is here, and it's here in spades. Now, what's going to get interesting here is that, the first acceleration down, top line down numbers are big, folks, but if you go over to the NDX, it's big, but the bottom line is that it was holding a lot more than the Dow was. So it's going to be interesting in the next 10, 15 minutes to see, can that NDX hold that price right now?
Yeah. Now you've had some pretty decent volume, though, coming, just in the last 10 minutes.
On the 10-minute, yeah. Monster.
So you got some pretty decent volume now. Before the trading day, I send out my newsletter to the subscribers, and this is the chart that I've got up here is the ES mini chart, which we took a look at yesterday.
Right.
Okay. And originally the projection was that on the ES mini we would get up in the 1188 time frame, because that completed a Gartley.
Okay.
So it was a 0.786 Gartley. So it was a natural place for us to go ahead and retrace back to. Now what we did yesterday was we only pulled back to the 0.382 area.
Okay.
So it's saying, okay, this is this is pretty nice if we can hold right here.
Right.
But then when I watched overnight trading, especially this morning, you can see that we started to slip below that.
Right.
So then what I did was I set up, and if folks, you can watch us on Tiger TV. Just go to the TFNN website, click on Channel 1. You'll be able to see Tom's charts, my charts, and see what it is that we're looking at, so you can follow through. And so what's actually it set up another Gartley pattern. Okay, another 0.78, a little bit less than a 0.786 Gartley. Right at the and where I had projected it was right at around 1131, and where we've got down to so far was 1132.75.
That's
so
sick.
It's a Gartley, yeah. Well, and what I told folks, I said, look, it looks like this is the next pattern that's setting up. You can either take your profits at the open,
right,
because we were going to be coming back to about our break-even point from where we got in, or just leave it at break-even,
right,
and let it trade from here. So this actually is now the volume that's coming out. I have to take a look at that on the 10-minute chart and so forth. But pattern-wise,
yeah, it's sweet.
It's beautiful because it's a great pattern. Now, if this pattern breaks, that's a real bad sign.
Well, what you have is this. So watch you're going into 11 million and you've done 9.6. That's what we got. So that's what's so deviant. See, the 11 million goes all the way over to the 18th.
Right.
And the high there, folks, was 51.47. So all you have to do is close in this 10-minute bar over to 51.47. So your benchmark, bottom line, is $51.47. Now, you talk about volatility in the market. Hurricane. This hurricane, folks, is serious business. So for all you tigers and tigresses up in the Northeast, buckle down.
Yeah. We go through the drill. Now, in the last couple of years, it's been pretty easy.
Yeah.
But
5 years ago, it was insane.
Yeah. Where we got 3 of them, back to back to back.
Right.
And 4 of them, I think. And so the problem is, what's great about a hurricane or a typhoon is you can watch it forming. You've got an idea with regard to, I suppose, the winds. They can have a pretty decent idea. You still don't know what kind of damage it is going to do, or either rain-wise or wind-wise.
That's right.
But the thing is, folks, and so sometimes, and look, the media's responsibility is to go out there and report that.
Right.
Now, it's also to sensationalize things.
Yeah.
So sometimes, it doesn't turn out to be as bad as it is forecasted.
That's right.
That's what we hope for.
Right.
Okay? But it could be as bad or worse, and so you just prepare, you take the proper precautions. There's no reason to ride things out, on a barrier island up.
Well, no, and what happens in the Northeast, this is what the problem is in the Northeast. And I've been in a couple big ones in the Northeast. I was in Gloria, but we were in Hurricane Bob. And for everyone that's listening out there, the bottom line, folks, I know it looks beautiful out, and it is beautiful out. But the bottom line is that what affects you dramatically in the Northeast is that you have huge amounts of trees.
Yeah.
The electric comes down. You have no electricity. Cash. Make sure you have plenty of cash, folks. Go get some water. Fill the bathtubs up, because this is going to be a big one. This is not. This is serious business. And you know, when you think that you're not going to be impacted, you are going to be impacted. I mean, they're going to be impacted on this baby. Yeah. And it's what I've found up there is that people don't take it as seriously down here. They're always life-threatening, folks. You know, up there, I've been in a couple of life-threatening ones. Hurricane Bob was life-threatening because we were down at Cape at the time, and so picture every single house had no bottom floor anymore. Yeah. That's how intense it was. Yeah. The bottom floors, folks, get absolutely wiped out. There were refrigerators. There were wash machines, right, 3 blocks away. Yeah. That's it. I had a generator, which I have down here too, and you know we had electricity. You know, I got that baby going. I got electricity for a couple of our neighbors. Yeah. Just like one light. But this is a big one. You know, so. Yeah, for sure. Well, you know, the power of water, just the the energy that's now, you know, it's not like the cool thing, if you will, but you know, if you take a look at the tsunami that we had, right? Okay, so it wasn't like there was a rainstorm or anything, right? So just an earthquake and a tsunami, but so it meant you had visually the ability to really watch the power of water. Whereas in a hurricane, you know, the winds are blowing, you don't know what the waves are like coming in that are being pushed in, you know, and so you're not out there, you know, other than wild, crazy reporters. You know what's amazing is that the point that Steve's bringing up, folks. So picture this: I pressed the elevator to come in the office today, right? And I'm thinking exactly the thinking that. And it's the beauty of nature is beautiful. You know, you like to watch them. And then I says, you know, but the destruction in them. Oh yeah. So there's a fine line there. We all know there's a very fine line between watching something like that, because it is tremendous, right? And then also being the path, and then what can happen. You know, that's exactly what I was thinking this morning. And what does happen, I think, what tends to happen, you know, after you've seen a few of them, I realize now the destruction that can happen. And you know, it's terrible. And when you've got a hurricane, when you've got a storm this large, and any hurricane, any type of typhoon, you got plenty of time to take care of the things that you need to do. You know, move away, make sure that you're prepared or what have you, or as prepared as possible. And make sure you have some food. You know, make sure you have water. If you got a generator, that's great. You know, bottom line, it's probably too late to go get one right now, but it might not be. Yeah, they're only $600, folks. That's right. But even then, you got to be careful, because you know you got folks that really haven't used generators before. You got all types of electrical cords, you know, going places. You know, you've got to make sure that the generator is on the outside of the house. Oh yeah, that's for sure. And then it's raining, you know, out there or what have you, because you know, I mean, so people get killed. You got to be really careful. You know, it's electricity, folks. Oh, it's electricity. Yeah, so you got to be careful. But you know, at least it's happening over a weekend. Yes. You know, because you've got more people. So now, you know, you got fewer people at work. That's right. Okay, so you're not really interrupting business. Not that this won't interrupt. Oh, Monday morning's going to be intense. Yeah. But certainly... Monday morning, the stock market's moving to Clearwater, Florida, folks. Steve and I. Absolutely. So let's see what Bernanke's saying. Bernanke, what's he yapping about over there? He's saying... So, this is a speech in Jackson Hole, folks. So he's saying, let's see, the central bank still has tools to stimulate the economy without providing details, signaling when or whether policymakers might deploy them. In addition to refining our forward guidance, the Federal Reserve has a range of tools that could be used to provide additional monetary stimulus, Bank said in a speech today. Although problems certainly exist, the growth fundamentals of the United States do not appear to have been permanently altered by the shocks of the past 4 years. Bottom line, when all said and done out here, folks, you got the you know, volatility that is out here. We got the dollar. The dollar's gotten stronger since he's released his comments. Gold hasn't exactly. I don't think it's backed off that much. Let me take a quick look at gold here, and you know, gold's still trading, you know, near its high for the day. Right now it's at 1784. I think you got up towards 1789. So you got gold up, the dollar up, market down. And the Qs are holding. And the Qs, what they did, that price point, folks, out there of that There she is right there. Oh, this is so interesting, man. That 5147 is the number. And you know what, folks? This is where it only got in there with 9.8 million versus that 11 million. That was the test. Bottom line, that's the test. We're going up. You gotta love it, man. This is sick. This is really sick because, you know.
Hey, look, it is a garlic
too.
buy on the ES.
I love it.
You know, I mean, it's just a few, maybe a buck away from where the projection was, which is great.
Isn't that amazing?
You know, and you know, folks, when we talk here, we take a look at you know, technically, I look at a lot of sacred geometry. So I'm looking at, you know,
I love that word. Sacred geometry.
It is,
isn't it? No, it is.
Yeah,
it absolutely is.
I mean, Tom is the master of swing points.
Yeah.
You know, and take a look at swing points and the information that's being released.
Yeah.
And what is really cool is when you all of a sudden you're able to tie up, you know, swing points where you are testing them on lighter volume.
Right.
Okay, and you know how that acts.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Right.
But then it happens to coincide with a, you know, with some sacred geometry, whether it's a Gartley pattern or an expansion between swing points. You know, this 1.618. I mean, it's really,
huge. Yeah,
you know, and quite frankly, you know,
and they're so pretty. They're really pretty. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty amazing.
Yep,
absolutely.
And it's moving, you know, so it's backing off. So it is really cool.
And this will catch.
Really cool.
What you'll see here, folks, this is going to catch a lot of folks off guard here. That's what it comes down to. The reason being is that yesterday, what you had happen is that you went into the swing highs with heavier volume.
Right,
It couldn't hold the price.
Didn't, right.
But then you're trying to break down, and the breakdown, folks, it's not even close. The August 8th and August 18th areas have so much volume, it just came down there too quick. You know, that's the bottom line. And it doesn't even have close to enough juice. And because the way the markets are jumping around right now, the most deviant thing it can do is finish basically flat. And, you know, the NASDAQ 100, bottom line, folks, if you're trying to buy some out there, that's the buy. Because the Q's already rejected the high of the low with lighter volume, and you can set that trade up, you know, whether you're day trading or, you know, even a swing trade.
Yeah.
And so.
And if this 1131 area on the mini, on the ES mini holds, you know, what it does set up, doesn't set up necessarily for today taking place, folks, but what I'm talking about, what it really sets up the next pattern is for it to move up to the 1210 area.
Right.
You know, which is also really just going to be back to a move on the 60-minute back to the August 17th area.
Well, you know what was interesting last night, overnight? If you folks trade overnight, the, let's see, what time? Maybe about 10:30. I had a couple trades on, and I was looking. I says, you know, it's amazing. They were pushing the up overnight, folks. The futures were up nice last night.
Yeah, they were.
And they're pushing up with absolutely nothing. I was looking. I said, look, there's no volume. So I went back to. I was watching CSI. So I turned around and I brought the stop all the way up. I said, I'm not giving them anything.
Yeah, right,
so I went back to watching CSI, and sure enough, woke up this morning and that was gone. I was glad it was gone, but it was perfect. I mean, because they had pushed it up.
Yes.
The NASDAQ 24 points were up. I was cracking up.
Absolutely.
You stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're going to be coming right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments and Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Grab your popcorn, folks, and stay tuned to Tiger TV. Don't forget, folks, at TFNN, we broadcast each and every Monday through Friday live from 9 a.m. to 1 and then 3 to 6. You can get all that, of course, at TFNN. You can get it as well on any and all phone devices or other computer devices you have out there. Market-wise, Dow's down 100, NASDAQ went positive. Here up $6, S&P's cash is down 7, and the NDX is positive, man. It's taken off.
Yeah, what's cool is I've got up on my screen just the 10-minute Q chart, and,
yes.
and just again, we were talking about sacred geometry and the importance of just trying to understand how this works.
Right.
We don't know why it works. We just know that it works, and it's a good enough indicator. And if I just go down to the 4 o'clock close on August 22nd, folks, and I draw my chart up to the high that we made yesterday,
yes,
which was 52.90. The low there was 50.09. The 618 retracement at 51.17. Where did we get down to? 51.15.
It's intense. Folks, you want to wrap your head around this, man. I'm telling you. Man, woman, child, you know. Yeah, no, I know. And, you know, I was just saying to Steve, folks, that I always like the idea when you get a downdraft like this, and when you first look at it, like if someone looks at it and really doesn't understand as to, okay, what is it going into, meaning the downdraft we had at 10 a.m., you know, when we went over at Tiger TV, you know, in on the air, it was at 9.8 million. But 9.8 million, folks, is not a lot because you were going into the 11.4 million from the 18th. And the key here is that it's the 18th and the 8th that are your benchmarks. And there's not enough to do it down. Now, what you're going to see a very heavy acceleration up, man. We're going topside, and we're going topside big way. Because this is going to, you know, there's enough traders that went on the wrong side of this deal, and now they're going to be flipped on a Friday afternoon. Yeah. So we get action, man. Hey, talk to me. I know we get some big events this weekend, right?
Well, really more so on Monday and Tuesday.
Monday, that's it then, right?
You're just like, are you kidding me? Monday we've got a new moon coming in.
Okay,
which typically we would take a look at selling.
Yes.
And that's worked pretty well.
Oh, good. Maybe we'll go up 500 today.
Well,
wouldn't that be sweet? Hey, that would be it. That would be. Maybe we'll go up 1,000 today.
Hey, it'd be wonderful.
Do you remember what and folks? That sounds insane, right? But do you remember? In 2008, we actually had gone up 900 points, and then of course the market croaked again.
That's right. But we've got 3 or 4 lunar aspects that are occurring on Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
All right, which are big when they're all compacted and close together.
Yes.
And then we've got some other aspects that are taking place, some other planetary aspects that are taking place on Tuesday as well. So everything is really kind of lining up right there to release a bunch of information to us. Now, it should be a market turn, but we're just going to have to now. The thing though is we've got other information, that tells us maybe not.
Right.
If you take
which is great. I'm with you.
You like to use the astro aspects and the lunar aspects. You like to see when it comes in, when it lines up with price.
Right.
When you've got either a pattern that's also completing right at around the same time. So,
right.
That's really what we're going to have to be taking a close look at. But, these things have worked pretty well. They're pretty powerful. So, today's fireworks, but Monday and Tuesday should be pretty big fireworks too.
Amazing. Now, what's interesting here is that in the news, folks, you had Tiffany's for their full year profit is going up dramatically, and it's going up on Asia sales. And you've been in Asia, you've almost lived in Asia for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty wild. I mean, they really like high-end products, don't they?
Well, I tell you, if you go in if you're in Japan and you're walking in down the Ginza,
yes.
Which is their high-end shopping district, you're like, man, they've got nothing but money in this country.
I know.
And you start taking a look at the prices that are being paid over there.
Well, I remember, being I've never been in Japan, but when I was in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
In the 80s, I was in Hawaii a lot. And, of course, that's when the Nikkei was at the highs, and that's when the yen was at the highs. And I never saw anything like it in my life. I mean, you're talking about young women, folks, right? With so many Gucci bags and so many. I mean, it was amazing
Absolutely.
Watching. I'm saying to myself, where's all this money? But every.
Well, I tell you, it's a totally different culture there. I mean, there even still today, so much is the family is so strong.
Yes.
It's weaker, let's say, today than it was 50 years ago.
Okay.
But not like what we have here in the United States.
Right.
There you've got 2, 3, maybe even 4 generations sometimes in the same home, the same household.
Right.
When you're doing that, there's a lot of sharing of responsibilities. There's a lot of ability to be savers, accumulators.
Right.
Of wealth.
That's yeah, I'm with it.
Just picture your parents, your children in the same household. You can consolidate a lot of money individually.
You can not only consolidate it. As we get older, you just give it away.
Yeah.
Because, you only get, if you keep making money, well, it's like, well, what do I got to do with it, right? Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow down 82, Nasdaq's up 12, S&Ps are down 5. We're going to be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in the equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
And it's my very great pleasure to announce our winner in the Great Panther Silver Coin Giveaway, Patricia Keith of Framingham, Massachusetts. Patricia, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you the kind of person that's lucky that wins a lot of things in life or not?
Yeah, I do.
You do? What do you think you attribute this luck to? Is it good living or what?
Positive thinking, yeah.
That is the key. Did you ever think you would win the Great Panther Silver Coin?
No, I didn't, but I really appreciate it. Thank you.
And how long have you listened to TFNN?
Oh my gosh, 5 years?
Through Labor Day, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only. One lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for more information. Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading in the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, as well as more than 35 different mining equities. For the low price of $150, you will receive 13 weeks of the Gold Report, or you can order up to a full year for under $500. If you'd like to find out more about the Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com, or for more information, call our office at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Let's see what we got here. We get the Dow down 100, NASDAQ is up 9, S&Ps are down 7. If we go inside the NDX 100, you get Micron Tech pushing it up, Electronic Arts, Research in Motion, Baidu taking it downtown, even though it's up, is SanDisk, Vertex Pharmaceutical, NetApp, and NII Holding. Let's go over to Research in Motion, see if there's actually going to be life after death in Research in Motion. No, not yet, but that could get interesting. Let me pull this back to...
Is it in that high volume bar?
Well, yeah, it is. We'll pull this back. Okay, so I got to bring it back further than that. I'm going to put it back to 2,000, folks. We'll put it on a monthly. And on a monthly, what you have? Oh, my God, look at this thing. Well, it's kind of interesting. So watch this. On a monthly, what you have, well, I always like these ones. So on a monthly, you're back to October of 2000. That high there was $22, and you had 440 million. We got down to 25, but only with 175. So now we got to find a 25, and there she is. So that's 404 million versus 175. So this is going to be tradable in another few weeks.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the reality. It's going to be tradable because what you have, this gets interesting because the upside of this does go to $40. And where I'm getting the 40, I'm getting the 40 from the October 31st downdraft. But that's not bad. 25 to 40. Still wait for a pullback to test the other side of it. But yeah, to test the other side of this 25. Interesting, right?
Yeah. Now gold, yesterday Larry was good enough to point out both the 3 drive to the top and 3 drive to the bottom on the 30-minute.
I know.
And,
that was a big trade.
And what it looks like it's doing, because, you teach how things come back to the breakout area or the breakdown area.
That's right.
If you will. Right. And it looks like really what gold's going to do, it's going to trade up to 1833. Right where it, right where the downdraft started. Right where it started breaking up. Somewhere right there, which is a 618 area. Possible for it to get back there.
Now, what it gets, so watch this, folks. A gold today, if we close, we're at 1786. You close under 1777, monster ABC down.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see whether it's an ABC down. The gold would be just like the market, that if it comes back this quick, it won't have the power to do it, because the power on the way down was dramatic.
Yeah.
It would have to build some cars. But it's, 1917 is your A, and right now 1705. So you're talking 214 points. That's a big number. Now that would line up with the 1557 gold, which that's where it wants to go.
Exactly.
And then that, of course, is going to make a monster head, and that is going to be just deviant enough that I suspect over the course of a year and a half, folks will think the market's dead, and that's a beautiful thing, because we know we're going to have volume off the top. We should have volume at the top and off the top. So off the top, of course, we were talking about bigger correction. At the top means the market's not done.
So the weather, we were talking about the weather earlier, and boy, it's going to impact so many things.
Yeah, Monday.
You've got this golf-wise, you've got the FedEx Cup, which is I believe they're playing up in New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah. So they're playing, and so today is the second round.
Okay.
But they probably get around 40,000 spectators out there per day.
Right.
So they're not going to be able to. There's no way they're going to be able to complete that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think, coming into tomorrow.
No, big time.
So you get tomorrow and Sunday, and then depending on what kind of damage it does, so you've got that going on. You also have, I love this time of year watching the Little League World Series. I don't know if you're watching it.
Cool.
And the game's been on ESPN, and it's great, to watch these 12, 13-year-old kids out there showing such poise.
Oh, huge.
And it's really great and fun to watch. And they're playing up there, too, as well. And this is the weekend. This is the final weekend.
And then, of course, you get all the boats that have to be brought in, which is a shame.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow down 100, Nasdaq's up 4, S&Ps are off 8. Gold's up 23, silver's down 5 cents. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 78, Nasdaq's up 10, S&Ps are off 6, gold's up 23, silver is well, it's up 2 pennies to flat. Silver's projecting, folks, that gold is not going to hold it right now. That's the way it's looking at this particular point. So this is going to, if we, let me just look at this in a 10-minute for a second. So let me get this baby up and going. Because what is going to get interesting here, so check this out. You know, even us at Tiger Metal Exchange, okay, there's no way, folks, that... Are you going to be holding any gold at 5 o'clock?
Absolutely not.
2 days, folks, is pretty intense. 24 hours in this market right now is pretty intense. Never mind 2 days.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
You know, so...
No reason to. There's no reward.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they can only, you know, it's not worth the risk.
I might miss out on a little bit, but that's okay.
Exactly.
You know,
there's plenty of gold to be bought on Monday morning or Sunday night.
Now, it looks like oil. I was pulling up the oil contract. Looks like that is moving up to the $92. It's traded 84 right now. So
yeah,
you know, with the storm coming in there, that you know,
that makes sense.
It'll start pushing things up as well. And actually, it becomes a fairly nice Gartley sell area up in there.
And that's a nice setup far the way up. Oh, look at this thing.
And you got a high volume low.
Yeah. So,
you know.
So we got the A to B so far.
Yeah,
we'll build
exactly.
B to C.
Yeah, you know, made just under just above a .786 retracement too. So.
Look at that, man! Amazing, absolutely amazing. So, what are you up to for the weekend?
You know, just probably a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of work, maybe a little golf.
You've been working.
You know?
You've been working big time, man.
Yeah.
Steve's.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Steve's an animal, folks, and we appreciate you being out there. But I hope you appreciate, you know, how much he works, because it's incredible. And listen, I've seen a lot of workers in my life, but it's great having you as a partner.
Well, thank you. Hey.
I'm serious, man. You know, I was thinking last night. So picture this. What I do, folks, you know, to relax. I like reading. I like walking my dog, and I like doing nothing. I like just being on the water. So I was on the water last night, and Angie was a couple of girlfriends. So I'm with Harley, and I'm grooving. And I say to myself, man, this is so cool, because what happens when you are working for yourself, folks, what ends up happening is that, you know, you can have fun, but you're still thinking. You know?
Oh, yeah,
and it's so cool, because I was thinking, I said, oh, man, this is awesome, man. You know, we got this going, we got that going, you know what I mean? And, you know, even, you know, yesterday was a great day for us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so it's all cool. The bottom line, folks, is that you can do, you know, we preach that all the time, that you can do what you want to do, but you really can. That's the essence of it.
Yeah, you know, a long time ago, I don't remember, you know, a couple of people used to say, you know, they accused me of being a daydreamer or what have you.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's like,
why not, right?
Yeah.
What, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
You know, it was almost as if, you know, the thought process was I was daydreaming about nothing. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Daydreaming about, you know, bigger visions of you know, of what it is that, you know, I want to do. And so many of those times, you know, you pull that into your life. You really you go out there and so it's actually the best thing. You know, you should
it absolutely is.
You should do more time daydreaming.
No doubt. Oh, big time. Big that, you know, that's one of the problems with actually schools, I think, at the the beginning, that they're basically whacking these kids around sometimes. Well, at least they whack us around. Anyway, you know what I mean? But
now they're just mentally whacking them.
Yeah, right.
Versus
Amazing.
physically. But the thing is that especially kids, you're so impressionable.
Yes.
And they just don't have enough of a system to properly interpret what the real meaning behind something is. So they put their own meaning, and maybe it stops a lot of kids.
Yeah.
You take a look at a lot of the folks that have been very successful with a business or something. They were bored with school. That didn't mean they weren't smart.
No,
it didn't mean they didn't have a vision.
For sure. No, I know.
It just meant what they were being taught just didn't.
Right. I agree. Listen, I was one of the worst ones. I mean, you know what I mean? They couldn't control me for anything. And what's so cool, though, is that my father was so cool because what ended up happening... So check out what he did. He had this math that he taught me that they didn't even know how it worked, okay?
Yeah.
And so I would go to school. I'm talking about in 4th, 5th, and 6th grades, right? And I'd get problems done in 2 seconds, right? So the nuns flipped out. The nuns are saying, you can't do it like this. The Monsignor come down... So the Monsignor, I'm arguing with the nuns. Monsignor comes down. What he does is that I was doing it on writing. So then he says, okay, I want to do this verbally. So he's whacking it out, right?
Yeah.
And I'm coming back with the answers, right? They end up calling my parents up saying that you got to straighten this kid out. We want him. So my father comes up and he says, we're not doing it that way. He says, we're doing it this way. He says, because to learn, and that's how I learned, right?
Yeah.
But you should have seen the battle. The battle went on for 2 months, okay, about how the math was, and so at the end result, that was the end result. I had to stand up again, and they fired at me for 20 minutes, and but it was great because he was so far ahead of his time that he had taught me.
That's cool.
It was cool. It's crazy how I ended up. I go in the Marines and they make me a freaking accountant, right? That's pretty sick.
Which sometimes I think about because it's funny that that's what they made you. And then folks, I'm a bean counter. I'm a licensed CPA, but I don't spend my time there. I mean, from being able to fundamentally look at a
it's just funny. I mean,
and it was actually my father that pushed me,
which is great.
Because I was going to college for 4 years, and he said, hey, do this,
right?
Because he was a businessman,
yes,
and ran a couple of companies, and he would sit in these meetings, and he would be presented with financial statements, and what he said was, I don't really know what this really means. Yeah, I know if we're making money or not,
cool?
But I don't really know what this means. I feel pretty uncomfortable. Why don't you, when you go to school for 4 years, why don't you go into that direction?
Yeah,
which is great.
Time.
Never stopped my daydreaming, though.
No, that's right.
It helped me to say, okay, this is not what I want to do as a profession.
That's right.
But it proved to be really a great, solid, background.
You should see him on spreadsheets. Forget it, man. Spreadsheets. Hey, folks, I hope you got that Q trade because look at this baby. We got the Dow up 30, Nasdaq's up 37, S&Ps are up 7, gold is up 11. It's going to be negative in about 2 seconds. You got a market here, folks. This is what an acceleration, man. This is pretty wild. This is this is a test of the lows. Bottom line, couldn't handle it.
And coming back into just the test of the highs on coming into the swing point on volume.
Amazing.
Right now. So.
It's amazing. And, the correlations are all there. And when I'm talking about correlations in general, folks, is that the deviance down at the lows, it couldn't handle it. And bottom line, you can't bust them down. You're going to go bust them up. You stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes. This is Tom O'Brien. We're going to be coming right back. We have... Are we going to be coming? Yeah, we're coming back. That's a beautiful thing. The Dow's up 17, Nasdaq's up 34, S&Ps are up 5. We're going to be right back.
We don't pay attention to time, folks.
Yes, seriously.
If you're in the market for a jumbo preferred non-conforming loan anywhere from $417,000 all the way up to $3 million and you have a FICO of at least 720, then EverBank is your answer. As a direct lender with processing, underwriting, and funding all under one roof, EverBank can offer the most competitive rates, greater efficiency, and shorter closing times. Now is the time to act. EverBank offers fixed terms of 10 and 15 years, as well as adjustable terms of 5, 7, and 10 years, including interest-only options on primary residences. For more information, call EverBank today at 877-471-5700. 5970 to talk with a member of their concierge team that will walk you through the variety of loans they offer. That's 877-471-5970, and let them know you heard this offer on TFNN. Everbank, 877-471-5970, 877-471-5970.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin Burnstone Mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone Mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister Mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. So you get the Dow up 4 right now. Nasdaq's up 30. Nasdaq is strong out here, folks. You get, if we look at percentage-wise, the composite is up 1 2/10%. And, you know, for all you bulls out here, that is a big indication because the Nasdaq loves to lead. You know, so it's going to be wild.
Now, Apple, with all the Steve Jobs stuff yesterday, really was fine yesterday.
Well, listen,
and had decent volume day too.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, you're talking that had a chance to collapse, and the bottom line is that it just went the opposite way.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it attacks. You know, Apple's at that 379 right now. And we'll see how it attacks that 391 area. I mean, that can hit 391 easy. You know, you had someone buying it yesterday. That's interesting.
Absolutely.
Because you had 31 million shares yesterday, folks. That was going into 30 million. So that always shows. Now, see, it couldn't get to the top of the swing point, but as soon as you have something pushing like that with volume, that baby wants to go.
Yeah.
So of course, Buffett, made a bundle yesterday. And, that just goes to show, though, that Monahan absolutely, Well, I can't say that he made a bad deal because he probably needed the money, but he was putting a good face on that he didn't need the money.
Well, you know,
could you imagine having a warrant for 10 years and an option? Folks, he has an option for 10 years at $7.14, and he didn't pay anything for it. Have you ever bought an option and have not paid anything for it?
It's nice that golden rule. Those who own the gold rule.
Yeah, totally.
Whether it's gold or cash or what have you.
Totally. And he used it well. Yeah, he absolutely used it well.
And look, what Bank of America needs, what the financial institutions need is they need that marketing.
That's right, because it's confidence.
Psychology. That's right.
It's a confidence deal. There's no two, and that's what banking is. There's no banking, folks, is the biggest Ponzi scheme out there, so you always need confidence. No, it is. It's a legal Ponzi scheme, right? I mean, you think about it, it absolutely is a legal Ponzi scheme, but that's the structure we're under. So that's what they have, And hurricane-wise out here, folks, please be prepared up there. I know, it's easier said than done, and you get plenty of cash out because you're going to need cash. Fill your bathtubs up. Fill your sinks up.
Get gas.
Water's huge. That's right.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. If you do need medicine, make sure you have your medicine, and make sure you have plenty to eat.
Now, the first hurricane I ever went through, it was in my younger years. I was living in Detroit.
Okay.
And right around, in fact, it was pretty much like this weekend. Every year I would go whitewater rafting in West Virginia, Beckley, West Virginia. And
did you bring lots of guns with you?
No,
man. You never seen that movie with Burt Reynolds?
No, that's not in. That's in Georgia. So we're further north. We're okay. We're okay. And so my friend and Ed and I, we did the whitewater rafting thing, and then we decided, let's go to the coast. Let's go check out the ocean. So we drove over to where the point that.
Long Island?
No, further south. We're at Cape Hatteras.
So
nice. we get out. Now, we weren't really listening to the radio or anything. We just music, what have you.
God.
We get out there, and then there's a hurricane, moving towards us. Everybody's going the other way.
That's where the hurricane's coming right now.
I know. So I got a chance to step foot on Cape Hatteras, and then
cool.
we were evacuated and had to head back. And then we ended up being in rain for the rest of the way back. To Detroit as that hurricane came in and the weather,
right your tail.
That was crazy.
Absolutely amazing. Listen, folks, you stay right there because we got our man Steve coming up next for Basel, and then of course we're going to get you and keep you healthy. We got Nico DeHaan coming up 12 to 1. Dave White is going to be back with you 3 to 4, and then of course I'll be back 4 to 6. So you can expect more volatility out here, but the bottom line, folks, this little baby wants to go topside. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. A great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there. Steve's coming right back.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit tfnn.com today.